And welcome once again. I got 100 rods in the fire. Life is getting real busy. So this morning I'm making a dessert called Blueberry Delight, and I've started prepping for some homemade chicken soup, which I make my chicken soup out of chicken thighs. So I pre-cook them and then I'll debone them and take the skin off, and soon the old man will be home from work and he'll take over the task of making the chicken soup. So what I'm making for dessert, because we have some friends coming over for supper, is I am making a dessert called Berry Delight. So with this recipe you can use any type of berries that you like. I have many different types of berries growing on the farm. I have red raspberries, yellow raspberries, so I got black raspberries and black satin blackberries. I've got elderberry, I've got honeyberry, which is your apes cap. I've got, I think, a couple varieties of gooseberries, the red one and the green one, and strawberries. I don't have blueberries on the farm because here in central Newfoundland there's tons and tons of blueberries growing wild, so I didn't see the need for it. I got Saskatoon berries, Logan berries, I don't know. I got that many I can't remember them all. But anyway, with this recipe, I just want to share with you guys today. So what I put in this base for this recipe is 1 full package of graham wafer crumbs and 1 cup of melted butter. So this is my base, which I've just taken out of the oven about 10-15 minutes ago, so the tray is cooling down here now. So it's my ingredients, then I just flatten my base and I bake it for 12 minutes. So once this is nice and cool, then I'm going to add the remainder of the ingredients, and I'll show you that shortly. Too many rods in the fire this morning. I forgot to hit record. So I showed you my layer of the base, and I'm going to put this recipe on my Facebook page under Trudy Boss, so look for that. After I got my base cooled down, I went ahead to make my next layer, which is 2 packages of Dream Whip. So what you're going to do is you're going to put in your mixer in the bowl 1 cup of milk, carnation milk, the milk you have, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I use pure vanilla extract, but if you don't have the pure stuff, artificial stuff is fine. So once I got my milk and my vanilla mixing, I'll slowly put in my Dream Whip. When that's nice and starting to get thick, then I will take 250 grams of cream cheese, and doesn't matter what type of cream cheese, and I will put that in my bowl, mixing bowl, and I will mix that until it's nice and smooth. So that is your second layer. Then, which, like I said, I forgot to hit record. Thank God it's Friday. And then I went ahead and I added berries. Now with this recipe, you can use any type of berries. Normally I use blueberries. This one here is black satin blackberry, which I grow in my home garden. And I do have on the farm 1 bed of, I think I got 5 or 6 black satin blackberry plants that I did propagate myself. I went on YouTube and I tried to learn how to do it. Everybody said that it only takes 6 weeks. Not the case. I don't know if it's because of our climate or whatever, but I found the first couple years I kept trying to do it, and no, it took longer. So come spring, I already got a couple of plants that's been propagated out in my home garden. So I'm going to show you guys, if you've got black satin blackberries or any type of blackberry, I'm going to show you guys how to propagate them so you get more berry bushes. So I am keeping a couple of my blackberries here, and I'm going to seed out of that. I tried a couple of years ago to grow these satin blackberries from seed. I didn't have success, but this year, like I told you, I'm going to be doing lots of experimenting, so I'm going to give that a try again. I got 3 layers so far: graham wafer crumbs, cream cheese and Dream Whip, and berries. Now my next layer, vanilla Jello instant pudding. So I'm going to mix this up, and I'm going to come back once I have that spread, and I'll see you shortly. Okay, so my next layer is vanilla Jello pudding, which I'm just going to pour onto my dessert. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spread this Jello pudding How's it looking there, guys? Looks kind of delicious to me. So this is the blackberries that I'm trying to remove the seed. So I'm going to ferment this. It's going to be exactly like I did my tomato seeds. So if you're interested in learning about fermenting your seeds, that will be a good video, saving your tomato seeds. I'm going to leave this on my kitchen counter for about 3 days so that the gel that's on these seeds will ferment, and then the seeds will be exposed. And each day I will give it a good shake, change the water, and then do that each day. So now for my last and final layer is 2 packages of Dream Whip. I'm going to mix that all up and I'll come back again. Okay, so I've got my last layer here of Dream Whip, which I'm going to just pour all over the top. Now I'm just going to spread it this. Then what I'm going to do is I've got a little stick of chocolate here, and I'm just going to take a few shavings on top of the Dream Whip to give it a little bit of character so it doesn't look too plain. There you go. So now I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for a few hours so that it settles, and hopefully it'll be ready for supper. Here in Newfoundland we call dinner in the evening supper. So hopefully it'll be all ready for when my guests come for supper. Take care, guys. Love you all.